Hello, you guys. Welcome to my channel. My name is Nikki, aka Aya Herbal. I have been in the holistic health industry for about 8 years now. I started my formal education in holistic health in 2016, and then that ventured on to becoming a master herbalist. And I always had a love for astrology. So I have been learning on and off since about 16. Tropical astrology. Just started like a lot of other people in the newspapers, the Sunday paper, looking at your different sun signs and things like that. And it just progressed very slowly over the years because I didn't know where to study or how to study it even. So it was just mainly independent studying. And then once I really got into it, because I found that holistic health and astrology kind of went hand in hand. So I started studying again, and it was still tropical. And here I am at the point where I want to start sharing what I have learned because it helped me in my daily life. And I would also like to be able to inspire and help others. So, welcome to the first part in a series about holistic astrology. I would like to first give thanks to Captain Ike because he was the inspiration and has given me many motivational talks about putting this stuff out there, things that I've learned, especially with medical astrology. And I'd like to thank him for this opportunity to collab for entertainment purposes, of course, but also learn some useful information to use in our daily life and even in your readings when you do readings. Like I said, I started out in tropical astrology and studied that for a few years before being introduced to sidereal astrology. And this is like where they follow the stars. That's the difference between tropical and sidereal. Tropical follows the seasons, and sidereal follows the stars, the way what the astronomers are looking at, the actual sky in real time. That's what we are going by with sidereal astrology. If you're interested in learning about sidereal astrology, be sure to Google Sidereal Revolution or siderealastrologist.com, and you will get a lot of information. Captain Ike has many years of research and knowledge, and he also has wonderful mentorship programs. So join the revolution. Okay, adding the 13th sign and embracing Infucus has deepened my practice. Being a holistic health practitioner, I found medical astrology very useful in helping my clients live their best life. While medical astrology is an intriguing subject, and it seems like, to me, especially at first, I was like, oh, I can just know that Mars is inflammation, and I can know that the moon moves water in the body, and that's it. I need nothing else. But it is, when you're seeking medical advice, it is best to consult your healthcare expert too, rather than just depending on the stars. This practice is to be used loosely as a guide to achieve a good quality of life. When we understand how our earthly bodies operate under the influence of heavenly bodies, then we'll be able to walk with confidence in deeper knowledge of self, because we know as above, so below. So you also want to speak with your doctor, get all the proper testing, and make sure that um, you know all of your levels, and then you can kind of consult astrology to pinpoint and know like what is my body prone to do, why does it react this way, or things like that, or what is stressing me out and how to get away from those stresses. You can even maybe get inspiration of what type of alternative medicines might work for you, what type of exercises, what type of diets through the birth chart, through your natal chart. And that is so cool. Like, think, say for instance, if you had a condition that is, there's no reason. They call that idiopathic. There's no reason for it. Like, why is this happening to me? No doctor can, through testing, through um, scans, through anything, they can't find anything. This is when you can kind of consult a professional astrologer or someone who knows medical astrology to help you, to help guide you to the source of your ailment. Okay. Well, thank you for joining me on introducing the signs of the zodiac and the elements they represent. Today, we will go over how the body flows in relation to the element it represents and give an idea of how to stay in balance. This will inspire questions to ask during your readings, when you get readings with other people, or when you give readings. You know, these questions, can help you see if your client may be off balance holistically. Whenever I'm not living my best life, I have to remember that I am a Virgo rising and a Sagittarius sun. Then I look at what I'm eating. Since the earth is digestion and fire vitality, I know my problem is coming from eating late at night, So I know I have to bring my earth and fire energies back into alignment to feel better. Okay. So when we are born into our houses, Aries, Cancer, Virgo, etc., the house represents an element: fire, earth, air, or water. Similar to Ayurvedic medicine, they diagnose based on the body types. There's a Vata, Pitta, Kapha, and Kapha. These are called dosha, and they are described as biological energies found in the body. We're doing the same here, only using the elements in Sidereal Astrology. In Chinese medicine, the concept of yin and yang is the opposites in equilibrium. This is relevant as we know polar signs and astrology have to work together in order to be balanced. Opposing elements work in a similar fashion, that they can be interconnected and independent while also being present in all elements. Now, I don't know about you, but we see plenty of fad diets and extreme measures people take in order to be healthier. People lose weight, tone up, meet their goals. Then when they go right, then they go right back to where they started. When you join a fad, you aren't tapping into your individual healthy body formula. It is never a one size fits all. Even though even though we are like the same 13 people walking around on earth, we all have different combinations, baby. There are ways to enjoy what you do while maintaining balance in the body. People always tell me, well, I smoke or I drink, even though they should quit or slow down, if it's making them feel really bad about it. I tell them it doesn't mean they can't participate in seasonal cleanings or incorporate heavy metal flushes to a routine. We all know we're not going to live forever, but we can be aware of how our body signals, or we can be aware of our body's signals. Yeah. So we can spend less time in the doctor's office and more time enjoying life, right? First sign, it's getting hot in here. First element, I mean, I love fire signs. My sun sign is Sagittarius. I must have some Taurus in there too. Eating is my passion, and late night is it for me. Everybody's asleep. I can enjoy my meals. Nobody's bothering me. It is on and popping. whatever it is. And it's just the things that I choose to eat. It's like, nope, don't eat that. But I still do it from time to time. And then I'll notice the body aches and I'll get back in alignment because at the end of the day, awareness is key. We need fire though. We need fire to keep warm, but too much fire can burn everything. It's a very sacred power. It gets you moving. If you touch it, you know you can get burned. It is one side of the polarity with water. If it gets too cold, it freezes. It can also burn you. So, got to keep everything in balance. As a fire sign, we must take care of our immune systems and exercise regularly to maintain that high metabolism. Honey, if you don't use it, you're going to lose it. Okay? Now, the only way to learn holistic astrology is through repetition. You will hear about rulership and elements a lot. In doing this, the levels start to fuse together so that when you review a natal chart, the health element is also there. So you see, this is Aries, and go back. Each sign from every element has a sort of affinity or rules certain parts of the body. And as you see here, fire Aries, the fire starter here, rules the head, the face, eyes, sight, the brain, and the upper jaw and teeth. Right. So you have maybe a lot of Aries energy. Maybe you have migraines or headaches. Maybe you have a facial injury before when you were younger. Maybe your eyesight is a little bad. Like my daughter, she has a few Aries placements, and when she was born, she was born prematurely, but she had the retinopathy of prematurity. And I didn't know that at the time, but because she had that fire energy in her headspace in her natal chart. It's pretty cool. Then I'm going to move on here to okay. And also, when I think of a fire sign, I think of anger, hot nature, and passion. Because we just left Aries, so I think about like anger, hot nature, and passionate, like ready to get things done. Fire is also seen as a masculine symbol. No, and then here in Sagittarius, Sagittarius rules the hips, the thighs, femurs, arterial circulation through the arteries, keeping those things clean. If you got any of that Sagittarius energy, lower spinal nerves, and expiration, breathing out, expiration. I didn't even know that was a thing. Like some people have a hard time expiring, breathing out. Like they can breathe in very deeply, but then they have a problem pushing that air back out. That could be a Sagittarius thing with your expiration. And then Leo, last but not least. Keywords that come to mind for Leo is spontaneity, encourage, the king or queen. This is the expressive sign, you know. And Leo rules the heart, spine, ribs, and the gallbladder. There are a lot of people having gallstones and getting their gallbladders removed nowadays. Um, that's for another discussion. But I know that you get to a point where you have to do something, and surgery may be the only option. However, prevention is key. I've had someone ask me, well, what does the gallbladder do anyway? It helps with all that cholesterol and fat that we eat. It helps to keep that all in balance. I won't go into like specifics, but it's basically what the gallbladder is there for. And if you don't have that filter, you have to take a medication for the rest of your life that doesn't always do the trick. But through the natal chart, you can maybe see some solutions that can help even after you've had your gallbladder removed. Okay. So excessive fire. When we have excessive fire, we may suffer from skin issues like hot and dry conditions like psoriasis, eczema, dermatitis, heartburn, GERD could be an issue. The body could get infected easily as immunity is lower. Anger issues could also be an indication of too much spice, too much literal spice. Like I stated before, anyone can go through this, and it's not necessarily contained to the sun's house. For instance, I have Pisces in my sixth house, which is health. So I may have water issues or water can heal me. And my ninth house is Gemini and may indicate a learning style better suited for me and may hold some ideas about prevention or how to slow diseases that affect memory. Does it, I know I went all over the place, but does that resonate? I'm just saying that you might not have that specific element. However, other factors could come into play that gives you that fire energy in that space. Say if you have Venus, which is the womb, and it is at a fire degree. It's at 9 degrees of a Sagittarius degree. If you don't know the degrees, then we won't go that deeply, but it can get deeply. It can get very technical for you to figure out an idiopathic health issue. Okay. Now, let's get into some remedies to tame that fire. Now, cold foods like cucumber soup, salads, 5 ingredients or less. Uh, I think as an also holistic nutritionist, if your salad has more than 5 ingredients, it's not doing anything. So 5 ingredients or less if you're looking for um, a boost in health. Staying away from dairy as it creates fire, and drink plenty of water, room temperature water, and try not to drink when eating. Drinking and eating is not good, and chew your food slowly. Excessive fire, participate in water activities. You know, they say cold showers reduce inflammation, relieve pain, and may help reduce stress levels. And then wear calming colors like blue or green when you notice that your fire element is kicking up. Now, lack of fire. Now, lack of fire can leave you with a lack of confidence, poor circulation, and poor blood circulation. Now, poor circulation could be the lymph. Could be talking about the lymph system, and then poor blood circulation is the blood because they both run side by side. And then low libido could be an issue. You know, then the immune system not functioning properly. If you have a lack of fire, it could go both ways. hmm So, what do we do about lack of fire? Hey, boost the fire by throwing a dash of cayenne or Tabasco on a meal. Go outside on a sunny day and exercise, sunbathe. Open a window on a sunny day. Um, on the sunny side of the house and sun gaze. This is only when the sun is just coming up for a few minutes or when it's just about to go down for a few minutes. Never do this in the middle of the day or when the sun is high. Okay. And also just think of something else what you could do. I just thought of the other day. Hey, where the sun comes up in your house and there's a window, set yourself out a glass jar of water and let that water catch the sun's radiant energy and drink it. Drink the sun. You can also wear warm colors like red, orange, pink, etc. The warm colors to keep you nice and snug. And that's my recommendation on how to boost your fire if your fire is low. Okay. All right. Next, we're going to move on to the earth signs. With the earth signs, um, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, the metabolism is low. It's slow. Oh, slow. When I think of earth, I always think of that show, Captain Planet. Anyone else remember that cartoon? We're the Planeteers. You can be one too. Okay. Earth is grounded, sturdy, strong and sturdy. Metabolism is slow for an earthy. And they must watch what they eat. So no grazing for these signs. Try not to graze. Try not to. It's beautiful to watch plants grow out of the earth, out of the depths. All right. Right. Taurus rules the neck and the throat. Taurus won't budge an inch. I have a friend of mine, I just recently did her chart, and I asked her, what do you do to cope when you're in a funk? She says, I usually just eat. She's a Taurus, like heavy Taurus energy, like Taurus rising, Taurus moon, like Taurus. She's like, I just eat. I feel better when I just eat. All right. Then we have Virgo. Virgo rules the small intestine and digestion. Since finding out that I am a Virgo rising in Sidereal Astrology, all of my digestive issues and nervous stomach make so much sense. I've had these issues since I was a kid. And I always thought, in tropical astrology, I'm a Libra rising. Then to find out that Virgo rules the upper intestinal organs and the ascending colon, etc. And it rules that. It rules the upper intestinal organs and the ascending colon when combined with other influences like Cancer, Leo, and Pisces. It could change a little bit. And you have to keep that in mind when you're combining these things, especially when you get into the degrees and you're combining um, like Virgo with Taurus, not Virgo with Taurus, but with another element. Virgo with Sagittarius or Virgo with like Gemini. You might have some airy guts. You know, Gemini, it's an air sign. Okay. Not trying to go too far into that you can keep up and understand, especially for my beginners. I want you to get a good grasp of this when you look at a chart so you can follow it. And I will also give you good material book resources to look at this stuff also. Okay. Them bones. Capricorn. Bones, knees, teeth, skin all fall under Capricorn. Now, these things can get dry. The bones start creaking, the knees start popping, the teeth start chattering, and the skin starts to flaking. Okay. So, how do we deal with excessive earth? Excessive earth, you may wake up slow. You just want to go back to sleep. You're always concerned about your body, but never doing anything to make it better. Holding on to things, hoarding. Emotional eating is also characteristics of earth signs. And thick skin, thick nails, and dense hair too. Okay. So what do we do with all the excessive earth? Going out with friends may help to ground you, you know. And wearing the color red for the root chakra. You know, try ordering that Indian dish, the spicy one you've been wanting to try. Eating less azúcar. No más azúcar. Sugar. Cut it out. Eat above ground vegetables. Eat the ones you like. Eat the ones that you like. Cabbage drives me crazy because I can't. The kid just does something to my stomach. So whatever you like, the above ground vegetables, zucchinis, kales, bell peppers, etc., and spices in food, not like hot spices, but like turmeric, fennel, mint, those types of spices to remedy excessive earth. And where get some water. And where red, orange, yellow, bright colors. To help you subdue that excessive earth. Then for lack of earth, lack of earth may make you dreamy, you can't concentrate, maybe feeling insecure, you don't really want to socialize, you keep flaking out on your friends, your body is crampy. They say when you have a vitamin D deficiency, like you get all achy all over. You just don't want to move. Doesn't that sound like a Taurus? I'm not gonna start sign bashing. I'm sorry, Taurus. I love you. My brother's a Taurus, but he definitely exhibits those um characteristics. And now learning astrology, I laugh so hard when I see him Taurusing. But anyway, okay. To boost Earth's remedies, get a body massage. Sounds nice when your Earth is imbalanced. Be sure to drink plenty of water afterwards. Now, root vegetables include carrots, sweet potatoes, parsnips. You get the gist. Then, walking barefoot outside is by far my favorite thing to do. Connecting to the earth is healing. Put your feet to the earth. It feels energizing. Once you do this on a regular basis, maybe 20 minutes minimum, just connect to the earth. Let the earth absorb and transmute the negativity maybe that is going through your system. and just release it into the earth and let it transmute it and fill you up with positive, loving energy. Become one. Now, the five senses exercise is being aware of things you can see, hear, smell, taste, and feel. Do five of each to become grounded, like five seeing exercises, five hearing exercises, five smelling, tasting. Okay. Then eat green foods, kale, spinach, broccoli, and wear green or neutral colors. Here's that video. See if it plays. Look at that. You watch it on your own. It's called Captain Planet. It was such a cool show. It's about this Captain Planet, I think, came from another planet, and he wanted to destroy the pollution and people who were polluting on the earth, and he enlisted five teens from different parts of the world, and he gave them these rings that were powerful: earth, fire, wind, water, air, and they would use their powers to help save the earth. I thought it was a really cool show, and as a little kid, it's awesome. But anyway, yeah, that's my nerdy moment. Thank you for attending. All right, next we have air signs. Air signs. See, we got the whooshing. I don't know if you can hear this recording. I can't hear it. This is the wind. And what air signs we have: Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Like busybodies, they always moving. Master communicators, idealists, and sociable. Social butterflies, these people. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Now with air signs, I think of a humidifier. As far as health goes, when I think of air signs, I think of a humidifier, especially with like Gemini, taking care of those lungs. Um, this element rules our respiratory system and nervous system. Even the hormones are included in this. This element rules our logic, so we can learn how we are able to absorb and keep input wherever this is in your sign. All righty. So start with Gemini. Gemini rules the lungs, arms, hands, fingers, and shoulders. And with Geminis, I see that you always have to be careful with their inspiration, their breathing in, their ability to breathe in. So breathing exercises for like a Gemini, um, they're always having those issues. And then with arms and shoulders, find that like hiking and stuff like that might be a Gemini thing. There was Libras. Libras was kidneys, the bladder, the urinary system, and the lower back. So always pay attention to those things with Libra. Then with Aquarius, you have the ankles, the calves, and the nerves with Aquarius. It's like the body's electrical system is like Aquarius, like your electrical system. So with excessive air, When you have excessive air, you're restless. You always want to go. You might be nervous all the time. You don't know why. Might be rough skin. Is also a symptom of excessive air. Do you have gas all the time? It doesn't matter what you eat. Like, it doesn't matter what you eat. You still have gas. You may have too much air. May have too much air. Then, so for excessive air, start by going outside, taking deep breaths in nature as a way of bringing balance to your air. Taking a brisk walk, even some light jogging. Hey, you've been meaning to get back into jogging anyway, right? um, Eat more whole grains and not that processed stuff. You want some quinoa, black rice, brown rice, ancient grains. You want some of the good stuff. Okay. And then wearing purple, green, blue, all good ways to remedy your excess air. Mm. Now, your lack of air, maybe breathing difficulties. Um, the look of this, are you feeling more introvert than normal? Are you in hermit mode? Do you move slower than usual? Are your nerves just shot? Like, you done got on my last nerve. Are your nerves shot? Then you might be experiencing a lack of air. And how do we boost air? Again, we boost air along with how to lessen air. Same way you do breathing exercises. Breathing meditations will help you air signs. Yoga will help you slow down. Tai Chi will help you slow down and focus on your breathing. Like I said, meditation will help you bring awareness to your breathing. And socializing is great for air signs. Either way, excessive or lack, it helps bring balance to get out there and surround yourself with people who support you. Even if you just go and you sit in the corner somewhere, you want to make sure it's not anywhere like super loud and things like that, but just to go. And I'm sure you'll perk up. Socialize. My little social butterflies. Okay. Next, we move on to the water signs. Water. Listen to that water flow, relaxing waterfall where we have Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. They are emotional, nurturing. Their metabolism is low. Got soft body, round shape with that water energy. We all need water. Need water to live. All right. What is emotions? It is nurturing. Water signs have slow metabolism. The sign rules the fluids of the body and the reproductive system, respectively. Okay. Cancer. Oh, Cancer. The moon. Cancer rules the breast, the womb, and the stomach. That surface value. Of course, we can go deeper to other things which will incorporate other signs too. But on the surface, Cancer is the breast, the womb, the stomach. Okay. Then we have Scorpio, the large intestines, the bowels, the anus, genitals. Scorpio. Then we have Pisces with the feet, The lymphatic, which is also the immune system, but the lymphatic system, sometimes can get inflamed. It's called lymphocytis. That hurts. Okay. So the excessive water, um, weight gain is associated with excessive water, and sleeping a lot is ruled by Pisces, and being daydreamy all the time. Um, Worrying about finances can create water imbalance, and frequent colds and flus might indicate a water imbalance. Like, do you retreat? You like just want to go and daydream, and always just worried about finances and safety. Okay. So for excessive water, we would do like warm, spicy foods. It's a good remedy for excessive water. Yoga, sauna treatments, sex, different positions, of course. Be fluid like the water. Going out with friends and wearing pink, orange, red, wearing those colors to drive out that water. Now, with lack of water, we don't have enough water. You may become dehydrated and develop dry skin and sleeping problems. Is it hard for you to express your feelings? You may have a lack in your water element. Now, what do we do when we have a lack of water? Why do we boost that water? Eat more fruits and vegetables that are high in water and minerals. So cucumbers, beets, watercress. Participate in water sports. And increase your artistic activities. Get you a canvas, even if you never painted anything in your life. Get you a nice little canvas that you can hold in your hand. You don't have to go out and go get a canvas stand or anything. Just get you a nice little one of the little ones they have at the dollar store, and get a little package of colors. And just paint with blues and greens, flowy. Just paint something really nice to boost that. Dance. Tell Alexa to play something funky or whatever you like to listen to, and get down in the kitchen while you're cooking your vegetables, your beets. All right, next, the ethers. What are the ethers? Okay, this is 8 minutes long. I'm not going to take you all the way through that because I can't hear it, so I don't know if you can hear it either. But it's a wonderful explanation of what ether is. It's the life source. It's the chi. It's the aura, the mana. It's all the elements in one. It's all the elements in one. So the ethers were the pineal gland, the heart, the ESP, the quintessence, the inner of the inner, like that's deep, the inner of the inner, the chi, the life force, the force is with you, right? A fucus is in this category. This is where we find our 13th sign in Sidereal Astrology. Okay. Einstein said the ether is a space-time endowed with both a metric and a unit timeline vector field. The fifth element is what is called there is no space without ether, and no ether which does not occupy space. There are three planes: the physical plane, earth; the mental plane, fire, earth, air, water; and the spiritual plane, ether, baby. Right? Ether. So, what do we do? What is excessive ether? Having ether sounds wonderful. However, still too much of a good thing will go wrong. If someone is experiencing any of these symptoms, they could be having an etheric overload. When a child is overstimulated, do you imagine they're getting a message from beyond? This is a game called Final Fantasy 14. They use the names ether and life interchangeably. In this game, having too much can cause your character to either become aggressive or go mad. I find that interesting. Going mad is, you're having a etheric overload. What? Now, having excessive ether energy, that you could develop heart issues like palpitations and an aura that is uncontained. It's all over the place. All over the place aura. You see, like God complex. You just know, okay, it's me. It's me, it's just all over the place here. I see a lot of people with this who are a fucus energy when they get excessive and they don't know what's going on. It's interesting. Okay. So excessive ether remedies. Now, releasing yourself in a sensory deprivation tank cut off from external stimuli allows you to adjust to your level. So sound baths, those floating tanks, water tanks, the sensory deprivation tanks that are popping up all over. That's a good way to remedy excessive ether. Like I said, sound baths can stimulate a fake fight or flight response to help the body aura normalize and even introduce an altered state of consciousness. Music is medicine, and so is dancing. So, finding music that fits your mood at the time can help regulate etheric energy. Breathing methods such as the Hoth method, HOFF, is a great way to soothe excessive ether. Another suggestion is to get out an easel or your creative choice, paint, draw, or build it out. Something's trying to come through you, baby. Get it out. Any form of creativity will work. Write, photography, design, etc. Beyonce stated it in one of her songs, Don't Hurt Yourself, that she had God complex. And what does she do? She writes music with feminine empowerment and self-awareness themes. It's being given to you, especially with this etheric overload. The You're being invited to use that energy. Now, the lack of etheric energy, they say if you don't lose it, you lose it. So the pineal gland tends to calcify as we age. If you're not stimulating this gland regularly, it will calcify. The main way to prevent this, one of the main ways to prevent this, they say, is sun gazing. And that is only when the sun is first rising or it is minutes from setting for the day. Never do this in any of the times between that time. You will hurt yourself. I find it odd that I was always told to cover up, put on my sunglasses, and stay out of the sun. And then I started meeting people from various countries in Africa or from India, even Mexico, down in Costa Rica, the Jamaicans, things like that. And they would exclaim the opposite. and taught me to sun bathe, wash your eyes, your hair, everything. Get out there in that sun and bathe in it. Look at it. You start little by little, 15, 30 seconds at dawn and then at dusk, and work your way up to about 15 minutes. I have done it once or twice. It does really feel good. It feels like my soul is being energized. And I've also tried it during the wrong times of the day too. And I'm serious. Don't do it. Right after the sun rises and a few minutes before the sun sets are the safest times to do this. Now, to boost the etheric energy, I said sun gazing is a great way to stimulate the pineal gland. Then meditations for aura healing, fire meditations, etc. Energy healing things, hugs, touch therapy, Reiki, and various exercise like water aerobics, Tai Chi, yoga, stretching, things like that. The good thing about any of these elements is that everybody can use them because all of us have every single one of these elements in us, and all of them may become imbalanced at some time. And to know to do the right thing to help stabilize yourself is what we're trying to do here, and to help our clients with. So this concludes the signs and elements, and I will have questions. This video is going up on my YouTube channel, so you can actually leave questions at the bottom, or you can email them to me at healthybodyformulas@gmail.com. You can also visit my website, which is still under construction, but it's Aya Herbals Apothecary. That's IYAHERBAL' Apothecary. And yeah, this is the signs and elements. And as Paracelsus said, the universities do not teach all things. So a doctor must seek out old wives, gypsies, sorcerers, wandering tribes, old robbers, and such outlaws, and take lessons from them. A doctor must be a traveler. Knowledge is experience. Astrology is a lifelong study, and we would need to live many lifetimes to even understand 1% of this. So I hope you take this information with you on your journey. Take what you need, put aside, or teach others what you don't need. And that's it. And I got some resources here at the end. Some books, or things that helped me put this together. Astrolada's website is very great. She also has some things about medical astrology. And the books that are by Jill Hill, she has 3 books about medical astrology and what the planets do. Chakra books are also good. The Chinese Medicine Bible is a great thing to have in your library. So it's called Medical Astrology for Health Practitioners by Judith Hill. She has a collection of medical astrology books that are very, very in depth and easy to understand. Okay. So I hope you all have enjoyed my video, and we'll see you next time. We got a couple more coming. We're going to do the signs and we're going to do the houses. So stay tuned for those. Thank you.